Welcome back. You are here with Crystal from Crystal Clear Coaching. Today we are on the 4th of February. Gosh, the year's already whirring by, isn't it? So today I want to talk about the things that we keep saying we're going to do that are really important to us, and actually really important to us, and we just keep talking about them and talking about them and talking about them, but little action happens. So I'm just speaking from experience here. So for years, I've been telling so many people, one-on-one, probably like 1,000 people, one-on-one, about a certain project that I want to do. And saying it's happening soon, saying it's happening soon, saying again it's happening soon. Truly believing that I was going to get around to it soon. And this project first, well, to be honest, I thought about doing a project like this right since probably 2018, if not 2017. But I didn't know what it would be exactly. I just knew I would like to show up in that kind of space. And then in 2020 and 2021 it formulated a bit more, and then by the end of 2022 I knew at least like one faction of how I wanted it to look and what I would be speaking into. And in 2023 I uploaded something that technically was starting this project, but I did it super stealthily, and then proceeded to think, I'll do it soon, tell everyone I'll do it soon, for 2.5, if not 3 years. So what I'm talking about is my podcast. So I last night suddenly just felt like, let's just jump on the podcast website, app, whatever it is, and let's just see how hard it would be to pull it together. I had already uploaded an image and already mentally thought through what I wanted to talk about, and then I discovered I'd also recorded what was a test episode in late 2024, and turns out that despite some of the timing being a bit off, it was a really great introductory episode. And I thought I could be perfect and make myself re-record this, or I could just upload it now. And I did edit a little bit at the end, and just added a little outro, but otherwise, and it was super simple to do, by the way. And as much as I didn't have my fancy mic that I had for recording that episode, you can't notice a huge difference. So it was fine. I just recorded it on my laptop in a quiet room. It was great. And now that episode is live, and it was super easy. And it was so easy to the point that I got inspired, and I, off the cuff, just spoke another entire episode immediately. Thought I could just upload this right now, and uploaded it. And now I have 2 episodes. Well, 1 trailer technically, but my trailer's kind of an episode too, because it's like 5.5 minutes long, and I go a bit deeper than most trailers, which is not the point of the trailer, I know, but hey, we're doing it scrappy. So yeah, and now we'll technically have 3 episodes up, because in 2023, when I was playing with how hard would it be to upload something to Spotify, I uploaded this audio-visual intent for film workers. So my podcast is called Film Worker Freedom, by the way, and it's speaking to film workers, which I have been one as a costumer for 17 plus years, and I really wanted to make tools and resources for film and TV workers, like within the coaching space, but also just for their own well-being and being able to balance their lives, because We work like 50 to 70 to 80 to 90 to 100-hour weeks in film and TV. It's fun and we're passionate about it, but it's very easy to get burnt out doing those kind of hours and have very little time for anything else that's important to you in your life. So I just thought we deserve to speak about that, and we deserve to have a space to come to talk about that. So that's what this podcast means to me. That's what I want it to mean for others. That's what I want it to do for others. And yeah, anyway, been sitting on that since 2023. If not late 2022 is when I think I decided I wanted to have a brand that niched down to film workers. I have since also decided that I wanted to also speak to creatives in general. So that's what Crystal Clear Coaching is for. So if you're not a film worker, I hope you haven't tuned out. But now that I've realised how incredibly easy it is to make a podcast, another reason why I've been putting off this thing on my heart for years, literally years, and embarrassing myself by the amount I said it was coming out soon and just not having it happen and just sounding like a broken record and completely out of integrity. I was like, oh, but now I think I want to speak more to creatives and I don't want to just pin myself down just to film workers. You know what? It's so easy that I can just do both. So I will be actually recording and uploading podcasts to my creatives podcast soon, which I also have set up the graphics for, and all I need to do is record the episodes and start marketing and sharing that it exists, and that will be called Creative Energy. So after years of putting this off and not making this happen when it was literally available to me via my tech, more accessible since I got a Mac, but I have finally done it, and I did it on a random Tuesday evening when I was about to go to bed, and I just thought, what if I just played with a few buttons here, and then suddenly before bed I had started a podcast. So what are you sitting on? What project are you sitting on that's dear to your heart, that's important to you, that you just keep putting it off, and you talk about it, or maybe you don't, maybe you're not a talker like me, but you think about it every day, maybe multiple times a day, and you find yourself just taking very little action on it. Like, maybe it's that your capacity is actually not there right now, and it's not what's your priority right now, and you can make your peace with that, but maybe you could find a small way to just do it now. Or if not now, in the next week, in the next month, whatever suits your unique situation. So what are you making too hard that actually could be really easy? Something to think about. Short and sweet tonight. I'll leave it there. If you are interested in my film worker podcast, even if you're not a film worker, you're just interested in the film industry, and all the crazy things that we go through in order to serve the entertainment of people that are probably watching while their phone is also distracting them these days. Well, you can hear all about it over at Film Worker Freedom on Spotify. I will put a link in the description. But yeah, I hope you find the courage to just take action instead of talking about things some more. And trust me, I'm still going to be talking about things and still not getting around to doing them. But I'm going to try and do less of that this year. And if I can, instead of sending a mate a voice note about how I'm going to make a podcast, I just record it into my computer instead. And then it's just a couple extra buttons to upload it. Why not? What's your extra couple of buttons that you could press and make your thing actually come to life? What is it? I hope to see your creations out there. Let me know if you do get a move on something that's important to you, or you want to. Chuck it in the comments and we can hold each other accountable. Thanks. See you next time.